Hi Aquarius, I hope that everybody's doing well. Before we get into it, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. So, lay it on me. Who's had a karmic return this Mercury retrograde? Have any of us experienced this yet? Maybe to come for some. Be mindful of who is coming around at this time. For some of you, especially thinking back to what was happening about a year ago. Yeah, be mindful. Loose ends. People may come around wanting to tie loose ends, looking for closure to work out things, stuff like that. Sometimes people you haven't heard from for a while, or unexpectedly, people that you wouldn't expect to hear from. Yeah, set boundaries. We're starting off with the Queen of Swords here. Make sure too, because I see, what I have noticed is that during retrogrades, what I have experienced is that it's kind of like a testing period. So kind of like what you have been learning, boundaries you've been learning to set, ways you've been learning to advocate for yourself, ways you've been learning how to protect your energy, keep your energy safe when you come into contact that you need to, with someone you need to protect yourself with or be mindful of, things like that. It's usually like the testing ground is during the retrogrades, so just a heads up for anyone that is relevant to. Yeah, it feels like putting down something that you've been learning. This too, like if you're on the other side of this as well, we can think about this and be like, I've been thinking about this person a lot. Maybe I want to reach out to them. These are the types of things that can happen as well. So it's really important for you to be observing your thoughts and be like, where is this coming from? Is that something I actually want to do? For a lot of you, there's going to be some activity when it comes to twin flames and things like that. Some lessons that are being learned. Some of you guys are, I'm hearing completing factions. We're just channeling here, friends. Very interesting. Yeah, I've been getting a lot of downloads the last couple days about all of this. So yeah, you want to think about things before you're making decisions, especially when it comes to how you're communicating with people and also listening to. Because we have the throat chakra here with the Queen of Swords. We're also looking at Pluto. Bringing everything back up with Pluto. How you're going to be executing decisions, getting to the bottom of it. When it comes to your rationale, what's behind it. Yeah, look. This is all about your receptivity when it comes to your throat chakra, which also means you listening as well. That's all included. It's the triangle when it comes to the throat chakra. So it's both of your ears and your mouth and the throat. Making decisions, analyzing things. And then this is about like how we actively call things out, how we call people's behavior out when it's necessary, how we choose to communicate, how we allow people to communicate with us. What's acceptable to us, what's not acceptable to us, and really working on this too. This is about seeing beyond just what we want and into what actually is, what's going on, what's happening. Because sometimes too, when we want to see things in a particular lens, sometimes because of being so zoomed in or so focused, we don't actually see what's going on all around us. And the signs are all there, but sometimes when we're very focused on things panning out in the way that we hope for them to, we miss other things. So this is also important to be mindful of as well. So yeah, it looks like you're having some type of conversation and you're really thinking about the way that you're going to be interacting with this person. I am seeing some form of communication here. This person may be at a little bit of a distance from you, possibly. For some of you, they live closer than others. Interesting. But I am seeing technology as well. So maybe this person is communicating with you through technology. You're communicating with them. I'm looking at the moon. For some of you, this may not have happened yet. I'm hearing be prepared. I'm hearing that specifically. So on the top spread, it looks like a process that you're going through right now. I feel like this is a bit of a preparation type of energy for you to have an interaction with someone and to do so in a way that you feel good about. So this is about you sitting back and thinking about what you're doing before you communicate with someone. Because this can go like one of two ways is what it looks like to me, depending on the way that you handle this. And I'm also seeing that like what you may not be perceiving is it seems like somebody on the other line, interestingly enough. It's like, again, your energy, and then I'm seeing another person's energy, and I'm seeing somebody worried. I'm seeing someone going through like some type of karmic lesson, and I'm seeing that they have a decision that they have to make. We're ending, like you're ending with a 2 and they're also ending with a 2 here. So it kind of like, the directions may split. I'm looking at Pisces energy. I'm looking at Pluto. I'm looking at Saturn and Cancer. Now I'm looking at Leo. All right. Overcoming relationship obstacles to get in touch with yourself and how you want to manage things, how you want to be steering. Let's get a deeper look into this. You may be sidelined by something. Someone may kind of show up out of the blue that you're not expecting to hear from. I'm also seeing here. Again, I'm getting this notion of preparing for this energy. It seems too like what you don't know yet about the unfolding of this situation is that you're going to be successful with it. There are definitely going to be some obstacles when it comes to how you enter into this. However, you're going to come out of it. You're going to come through successfully. This is also too looking at things, I'm hearing with a scrutinizing eye. If you had a history with someone where you felt like you were in a connection with them, a relationship, a twin flame situation, whatever it was that you wanted to call it, there's definitely like an intense type of relationship that you had with someone. If this was something that brought you like anxiety and worry and pain and something that you felt was unhealthy for you to be around, it's very important that you also remember this even when you get away from this situation, because if somebody returns, you're also going to want to be mindful of this as well. Because sometimes when we look back on things, sometimes we have a tendency to like fantasize about things in a way where it's like you only remember the good times and all of that. So this is about remembering to understand everything completely and to keep that in mind. Because I am seeing a conversation that's coming to fruition. So it looks like you're going to be somehow circulating. You're coming head to head with someone. But it seems like the way that you're going to enter into having this conversation is with an element of experience that you did not have before. So you end up finding yourself at a crossroads and you need to make a decision about what's going to happen here. With this person, I'm seeing another person come through. For some of you, there are 3 people involved in this situation. I'm looking at the Queen and the King of Wands, and I'm also looking at a fire sign down here. And it doesn't have to be a fire sign. It would just be someone exuding the energy of the King of Wands. What's interesting is that Aquarius, I'm kind of seeing your energy be an integration of the King and the Queen of Swords here. So as I said before, this is all about the throat chakra. It's about you listening. It's about you analyzing. It's about you being very deliberate and conscientious with the ways that you're speaking, how you're communicating, what it is that you're communicating. To go over the signs again, I'm looking at Pluto, I'm looking at Pisces, I'm looking at Cancer, and I'm looking at Leo. On the bottom of the deck, I'm also looking at Gemini. So something now comes to fruition. Your intuition is telling you to be mindful of someone's behavior. Yeah, for some of you, as I said before, seeing 3 people here, for some of you, there may be something going on with another person, but you don't know about this. What I will say, and one of the messages that I'm getting is that if you have a history with someone, and in the past, the way that your interactions have gone with them would lead you to believe that they're not really looking out for your best interest. Like if this was someone that wouldn't really budge when it came to compromising, if this is someone that's not much of a team player, this is someone that you observe to be like somewhat selfish, it's really important for you to keep in mind that unless these things are worked on, they don't really go away unless the ego space is addressed. And so sometimes when people come through initially, especially when you haven't had contact with them, this really does feel like a retrograde reading, especially when you haven't had contact with them, they may come through like with a different type of facade than what's actually going on. And so you always want to be mindful of like not just what you're being told, but specifically what your experience has been, the types of behaviors that you've observed. Yeah, I'm seeing you walk away from this person's energy, choosing to. It's like even though I'm seeing a sense of like purity when it comes to love, I'm seeing that this person may not be in a place yet where they're able to see outside of themselves. You would have also experienced this person projecting onto you as well. It just seems like this is something you recognize isn't healthy for you because of the like scatteredness of this person's energy and the potential like drama and chaos that accrues when they are in your life. And so you recognize that it's something you want to move on from. I'm seeing your guides be like right on the other side of this, pulling you through. Yeah, I'm seeing you go in a new direction where you're being guided. It seems very much like you're being pulled away from this situation with this person. I'm hearing enough said. Yeah. No longer together with this person anymore. I'm hearing no longer doing the dance. Interesting. We're ending with the Lovers and an ending and a message coming through after the ending has happened. If we do like a speed up of the energy that I'm seeing, I'm seeing like what comes to fruition is a sense of like love and partnership that you have with a person. And then I'm seeing it like snap into another moment, and it's like this person's behavior is not one that like is yet willing to work with another person, and so you recognize like it may not be safe for you to be around, it may not be healthy for you to be around, and in order for you to move towards your peace, which may have been compromised by the situation with this person and something you recognize, things need to come to an end, and I'm seeing it ending here. And I'm seeing your support here with you, whether this be like friends, family, your guides that are like definitely your guides, absolutely. And I'm seeing you go in a new direction. I want to know what this Page of Cups is about. The Knight of Cups, actually, not the Page of Cups. Yeah, I keep seeing a bunch of threes here. With the Three of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, there are also the three over here, so I'm definitely seeing a theme with this. Something could be going on with someone, like potentially even at their job. I'm hearing something about coworkers. I'm seeing you letting go of this. Like for some of you, you're like, I can't work with you anymore, I can't hang out with you anymore, I can't spend time with you. You may not have let this go yet, though. But you will be. By you letting go of something, it's going to give you clarity that you need. By letting go of the relationship that you have with this person, whatever's been going on with them, because this can even be like the conversations you've been having. The information that you receive may also help you to let this go too, because you know that you need to, like, for yourself, you know, because you can do whatever you want, but it's all about like what you think is best for you to be doing and what you're willing to happen. For some of you, you may be waiting until the right opportunity to do this. For some of you, this may have like some type of financial impact on you as well. It may somehow affect your finances, affect your job. Enter a new character. I'm looking at the King of Pentacles here with Virgo next to it. It looks like a collaboration that you're waiting to let go of. You also minding things when it comes to like work and whatnot, like maybe also changing your focus onto focusing more on work related things, on job related things. It's going to help you kind of process what it is that you're moving through, and also you more so disconnecting so you can like kind of get your head right. I'm seeing that you may be taking some sort of break or just coming more into yourself, reflecting more than you had been before. I'm also hearing something about distancing yourself, and within that time it's going to tell you where you're being guided. There's also a sense of you recognizing that, like, what it is that you've been going through, there's been a lack of fulfillment within that too. And this is something that you start to understand the more you let it go. Because, you know, sometimes it's hard too when we feel like attachments with people. It's hard for us to see the other components that are involved in it because we feel so fearful of losing something. And so sometimes we negate the other things that are going on. So this is also about, like, in you giving yourself space and time, you also are able to allow the other things that have been going on to stream through for you so you can have a better understanding of what it is that you're feeling. So you can begin to process in that way as well. Okay, so first spread, Pluto, Pisces, Cancer, Leo. In this middle spread, I'm looking at Gemini. In this last spread, I'm looking at Virgo. All right, my friends, we are going to end it here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.